Hey, what's up guys? Jakey here. Today we're going to be checking out the Yogo 75 Pro from ATK Gear. Huge shout out to ATK Gear for sponsoring this video and sending out the Yogo 75 Pro for me to check out. So this is a premium low profile mechanical keyboard targeted mainly towards productivity use. It is 75%, meaning that you will be getting that function row as well as dedicated arrow keys, and it features a full CNC aluminum body as well, which makes it very premium feeling. There are two different variants of this keyboard, that being the base Yogo 75, which is going to retail for an MSRP of $120 USD, and the Yogo 75 Pro, which is going to be retailing for an additional $10, coming in at $130 USD. And both of these variants have three different colorway options, that being black, silver, or yellow. The Yogo 75 also features tri-mode connectivity, which means that you can switch seamlessly between Bluetooth, 2.4 GHz wireless, and USB-C wired. The Yogo 75 also boasts a high-capacity battery coming in at 5,000 milliamp hours, which is going to give you up to 2,500 hours of use per charge, according to ATK Gear. Seeing as this keyboard is targeted for productivity, you can connect up to 5 different devices via Bluetooth, and you can switch effortlessly between them on the fly. The Yogo 75 is also compatible with macOS and Windows with a simple switch on the back of the keyboard. Like I mentioned earlier, the body here is that full CNC aluminum, and it also is finished with an anodized surface. This really gives it a nice premium feeling in the hand, and the build quality here is very solid. So in the box, you are greeted with the keyboard itself. Under that, you also get a quick start guide, which goes over all of the different functions and shortcuts on the keyboard, as well as a label for what each switch does. In the box, you also get these really nice magnetic ergonomic feet. These magnetic feet snap securely into place on the bottom of the keyboard, and you can use these to change the typing angle on the keyboard. You can see on the bottom there's a corresponding shape as well. There's a triangle and a circle, which fits on very nice and secure. And of course, you also have your 2.4 GHz wireless dongle with the ATK Gear branding on there as well. And this is a nice and small dongle, which makes it very convenient for traveling. In the box, you will also get additional keycaps if you are switching between Windows and Mac. By default, installed on the board are the Mac keycaps with that command key, but you can switch these out if you are using this on a Windows device. And finally, in the box, you also get a very high quality braided USB-C to USB-A cable. On the right side of the board here, you do have a pixel display with dynamic animations. This really sets it apart from other keyboards because you can really use it to customize the aesthetics of your keyboard. And I'll go over this more in the software section. You also have a tactile aluminum volume knob, which you can use to change the volume by default and also mute and unmute, but you can also rebind this to whatever you want in the software. Under the volume knob is 2 buttons that you can really do whatever you want with. You can use these to set macros if you want, and you can pretty much bind anything onto these 2 keys. Here's a quick sound test of the volume knob and these 2 buttons. On the top left of the board is where you will find your USB-C port, as well as the switch to switch between Windows and Mac, and a switch for the 3 different connectivity modes. Here's the bottom of the board. You have 4 different rubber feet in each corner, where you can put those magnetic feet to change the typing angle, and you also have this reflective panel on the bottom as well. Alright guys, now let's get into an actual sound test of the board here. So inside of the board, there is a 6-layer cushioning system that uses a bunch of different foams and silicone to absorb vibrations. That gives it a soft yet firm typing experience across the entire board. There is also a full silicone gasket mount on this board as well, which suspends the plate and PCB, and as a result, isolates impacts to deliver a bouncy, consistent feel without a harsh bottom out. With the Yogo 75, you can choose between 2 different switches, and these are both in collaboration with Kale. You can either choose the flowing cloud switches or the deep sea silent switches if you prefer a silent switch. And with the attack gear silent switches, you won't be getting that mushy feeling that you might get with other silent switches. The board that I have has the flowing cloud switches, which is what you are going to be hearing in this sound test. Alright guys, now let's go over the software here for the Yogo 75 Pro. This is going to be using Attack Gear's web-based software, which is great, but this keyboard is also compatible with VIA as well. So if you do prefer using the VIA software, you can do so with this keyboard, which is great to see. Getting into it here, you can have multiple profiles, and you can also import and export profiles as well. So this makes it really easy to share custom profiles and also try out other people's profiles. On the first tab here is going to be your RGB settings for the keyboard. As you can see, we can change the brightness of the LEDs here. And this is the LEDs on 100% brightness. So they do get quite bright. And there's also a ton of different settings that you can choose from here with the RGB. So there's reactive ones like this ripple one. If I turn on the full color mode, you can see it's completely rainbow effect. You also have this rainfall mode. So a bunch of different effects, and you can also do a custom mode as well if you want to light up specific keys on the board. But in my opinion, the coolest part here is the pixel display. So with the pixel display, by default, as you can see, it's set to star, and we can also turn the brightness up here too. You can see it does get quite bright. And you can also change the speed here as well of the lighting effect. You see if I crank it to 100, the star speeds up quite a bit. There you go. That's the ghost right there. You also have this scan mode, this one as well. A bunch of different effects that you can choose from. You can do this typing one as well, which is cool. If we actually hit a key on the keyboard, as you can see when I'm hitting J, it shows up as J, O, P. So you can see there it kind of corresponds with what I'm hitting on the keyboard. So that's very cool. It's a reactive one. And of course you can change the color as well. So if I wanted it to be white instead, you can see now the letters are white. You can change the colors here of that pixel display, which is really cool. This one here, which is the fireworks. So yeah, a really cool little pixel display here, and it really does add to the overall unique aesthetics of the keyboard. Down here on the second tab, this is where you can do all of your key remapping. And this is also where you can customize what the knob does, as well as these two custom keys. So you can really put anything you want onto these keys, including macros. On the next tab, you have advanced key settings as well, where you can do either a flame key, which you can use to achieve multiple key presses, or you can do a combination key, which will activate a certain function if you hold down 2 or more keys at the same time. And on the fourth tab here, this is where you can make all of your macros. Down here under performance settings, there's a couple things you can do, such as swapping your WASD and arrow keys. You can also switch it to Mac mode, lock your Windows key, and you can also turn off N key rollover if you want that. Down here, you can also change the keyboard sleep time. And then down here, you have Smart Speed X for competitive games. If you are using this keyboard for a little bit of gaming, you can turn this on and it will optimize the input latency on the keyboard. And then finally, on the last tab, you can update the keyboard firmware as well as give it a factory reset. So that's pretty much it for the software. Very straightforward to use and really nice and clean UI. Super intuitive, and I really have no complaints about the software. Alright guys, now let's talk about the performance of the Yogo 75. Even though this is not a Hall effect keyboard with customizable actuation points, rapid trigger, or SOCD, you can still use this for gaming with no problems whatsoever. Especially if you're using it wired mode with the speed setting turned on for the least amount of latency, there's pretty much no noticeable latency on this keyboard. It is 1000 Hz polling rate, which is more than enough for gaming, and as you can see, I had no issues using this on Valorant. Obviously, if you are in the top 0.1% of players, I would always recommend getting a Hall effect keyboard. But if you're somebody who wants mainly a productivity keyboard but still likes to game on the side, the Yogo 75 has no problem doing that whatsoever. So yeah guys, overall a really solid premium feeling productivity keyboard. If you like low profile and you need that wireless connection as well as that Bluetooth connection, then this is a great keyboard for that. I love the aesthetic as well. It's a super clean aesthetic and will fit pretty much any setup, and that pixel screen gives it a nice unique vibe as well. If you guys are interested in checking out this keyboard, I will leave a link to it in the description below. But that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.